Hello, my name is Becca and today I am doing the Goodreads book tag. As usual, I haven't been tagged by anybody and I'm actually quite unsure who the original creator of this tag is, but I will do some research and put them in the down bar below. So let's just get straight into the questions. Question number 1 is, what was the last book that you marked as read? And that would be the Walking Dead volume, I think 22 or 23. And the last full-size book that I marked as read was Invictus by Ryan Gordon. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Completely took me by surprise as I've never read anything by Ryan Gordon before. I have actually done a full non-spoiler review for this as I received it from NetGalley as an ARC, and I'll link that in the cards above if you'd like to check it out. But overall it was a really great book. Question number 2 is, what are you currently reading? I am currently reading A Coat of Wings and Ruin, which is here right next to me with the dust jacket off, and also a series of unfortunate events on audiobook. And because they're quite quick to listen to, I've listed them like as a full set so that they don't mess with my reading challenge too much. Question number 3 is, what was the last book that you marked as to read? And that would be Slasher Boys and Monster Girls. No, Slasher Girls and Monster Boys, whichever way it is. It's that Halloween anthology that's got quite a few authors in it. I can't remember any of them right now, but I know there was a couple I was interested in. Maybe Danielle Page? I'm not sure. But anyway, I was getting into the spirit of Halloween and I did that. Question number 4 is, what book do you plan to read next? And I think I'm going to read Nevernight because a group of booktubers have started the quarterly book club. I think that's what it's called. And they're doing a live show on the 28th and I want to read it so that I can watch the live show, and also I've been looking for an excuse to read it for a while. Question number 5 is, do you have a star rating system? Yes, I do have a star rating system. I rate them completely on personal enjoyment. I don't really rate them critically. The way I do it is 5-star are my absolute favourites. I always compare them to my favourite books, and if I enjoy my favourite books much more than the book that I've read, then I won't give them 5 stars. I'm quite picky with what I give 5 stars. 4 stars is a book that I really enjoyed, but it isn't quite a favourite, and for it to be a 4-star, it had to have made me feel something. 3 stars are for books that I didn't like or dislike. I don't think they're a bad book, I just didn't connect with them sort of emotionally. They didn't make me feel anything, but there was nothing that made me hate them. 2 stars are for books that I didn't like, but I don't think that they're necessarily a bad book, I just don't think they were for me. And 1 star is books that I really didn't like, I don't think anybody should read. A perfect example of a book that I gave 1 star, and possibly the only book, would be, well, all of the books in the Soul Seekers series by Alison Noel, who writes the vampire book things as well. I actually put those books in the bin. I wouldn't even take them to the charity shop because I didn't think that anybody should read them because they were so terrible. Question number 6 is, are you doing a 2017 challenge? Yes, of course I am. My challenge is to read 48 books and I'm currently on 44. The way that I set my challenges is I put them as 1 book more than the book that I read, the amount that I read the year before. So last year I read 47, I think the year before that I read 39. So last year it was 40, this year it's 48. Question number 7 is, do you have a wish list? I have a book depository wish list because I like to use book depository because I can choose whether I want the US editions or the UK editions or the paperbacks or the hardbacks. I also have an Amazon wish list and I give those to my friends at Christmas and for my birthday so they can just buy me things that I want, especially books. Question number 8 is, what do you plan to buy next? I'm not really sure about this because I tend to buy most of my books secondhand or whatever's on buy one get one half price at Waterstones. The books that I would pay full price from Book Depository or Amazon would be Tower of Dawn in the US hardback. I need Throne of Glass in the covers that matched, you know, the ones that all of the series are in hardback. I don't have Throne of Glass because I couldn't get it off Book Depository, but I have found it on eBay. I also need the Mime Order in hardback by Samantha Shannon. And I think that's, oh, Renegades by Marissa Meyer, which comes out soon. I also need that in hardback because I have Heartless in hardback, and I ordered a US paperback of Winter because the rest of my collection were US paperback, and they sent me a hardback, and that was really annoying. But now I just get them all in hardback. Question number 9 is, do you have any favourite quotes and would you like to share a few? I think, obviously, typical me, that one of my favourite quotes on Goodreads is "To the stars that listen and the dreams that are answered." from A Plot of Mist and Fury. Also, You Could Rattle the Stars If Only You Dared. I think that's how it goes, from one of the Throne of Glass books. I also have a lot of quotes, I think, on there from Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Number 10 is who are your favourite authors? If you couldn't tell from the last question, Sarah J Maas is hands down my favourite author at the minute. As for others, I don't think there's actually that many authors that I've read multiple series or books by and enjoyed them all. I love Meg Cabot for nostalgic reasons because I devoured all of her books when I was younger, but now I don't think I class her as like an all-time favourite because I haven't read her books in years and I know that I've outgrown them. I have read all of Marissa Meyer's books and I do like them all. Heartless isn't anywhere near as good as the Lunar Chronicles, but I still give it 4 stars. I did like it. And I'm hoping Renegades is good, but I wouldn't class her as a favourite author because I haven't thoroughly loved everything that she's wrote. I really like Victoria Aveyard's writing, but she's only written 3 books in the Red Queen series. It could be just that I really love the series and the other things she writes I may not enjoy, but hands down Sarah J Maas. Question number 11 is, have you joined any groups? Very recently I have. I joined the BookTube group that's on Goodreads, and I'm also part of the Empty Shelfie readathon group because I'm taking part in their October spooky Halloween edition. Although I'm not very active on any of the groups, I just tend to like read them and check out people's videos and see what other people are doing, and I don't really participate too much, to be honest. And the last question number 12, is how many shelves do you have on Goodreads? I have 6 shelves. I have the normal 3, which is currently reading and to read, and the 3 that I've created myself are favourites, which I actually think Goodreads creates for you and just puts 5-star books in it. Audiobooks, so that I can keep track of which books I've read physically and which I listen to in audiobook. And books missing from series, and that is for things like the House of Night series and the Suki Stackhouse series that I own a lot of the books, but I just have a couple missing. So if I'm in a shop and I see one, I can go onto Goodreads in my books missing from series shelf and see which are the actual books I'm missing from the massive series. That's everything for the Goodreads tag. I hope you like this video. I made it because I really like Goodreads. I'm one of those people who's not actually physically organised, but I love the idea of organisation. I own so many notebooks and I try and buy a diary every year that I don't actually use. And I just love on Goodreads that I can keep track of everything that I've read and where I'm up to and look back and rate them. It's sort of like an online book diary. I'm not tagging anybody, but if you want to do this video, then feel free. I think it's fun and I love Goodreads, as I just said. That's everything from me today. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!